Welcome to the moon room, the litters room, on this bitch. Ask your own body, okay? Take what resonate and leave the rest. Hey, moonies. Welcome back to the moon room. Welcome back to the people that's already subscribed to my channel. I pray that you like this video, dislike it. Welcome to the people that's new. I pray that you subscribe to my channel by the end of this video, y'all. So let's go ahead. I asked Spirit, what should y'all expect this week, or what's happening this week? Okay, so I got the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and the King of Cups. So I feel like you should expect to like maybe move forward when it comes to something that you've been preparing for, some type of like preparation. Here with the Three of Wands, I feel like you could be expanding something or looking forward to expanding something, just enforcing some type of like establishment or something here. But I feel like it's nothing but success here. Some of you guys, I'm not gonna cap, could receive like some type of delay of bad news or something this week. Something could end as well, but I feel like you have nothing to worry about. If you want me to be honest, you just have to be able to like control your emotions when it comes to the delay, and be patient, and know that things will fall into place. With the High Priestess coming out, it's like things is gonna come into fruition for you. Things is gonna work out in the end. So just don't stress yourself or put so many burdens on yourself when it comes to not thinking certain things would not come into fruition for you, because it will. Just trust your own counsel as well when it comes to whatever this is that you could be planning to do for yourself or trying to expand. So yeah, I feel like it's okay to have like um get advice from like other people and things like that. I feel like it's nothing wrong with that, but just trust yourself, because you could be second guessing yourself when it comes to a lot of things in your life right now. So yeah. Also, with the King of Cups, Spirit wants you to support yourself before you can support others, because you could, be, very empathetic when it comes to people and their circumstances, and things like that, which is okay. I feel like you are a natural born nurturer, and I feel like you help calm situations. And you could probably tend to try and do that, or do that before you nurture and do what you have to do for yourself. So I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to incorporate more, to putting in more energy to yourself here, and making sure you okay before others, because I feel like you can't continue to pour into others if your cup is empty, especially if they're not pouring back. So I feel like you are so considerate, and people love that about you. Here with the King of Cups being here, I feel like you are very crafty as well, so I feel like that energy is going to take you a long way, if you want me to be honest. Okay, so Spirit don't want you to start seeing yourself through like the eyes of others, the people who don't value you, because you could probably be ending like situations as well in relationships, when it comes to like maybe people not valuing the relationship, betraying you in some way. So I feel like you're really gonna have to use your strength to get through certain situations this week, maybe. Have a lot of confidence and patience, and just watch out for the self-doubt, because I feel like that could really probably take a toll on you this week, is like the self-doubting, if you want me to be honest, because you could feel like you are trapped, as well, or captive in a situation, and you're not. Okay, so Spirit saying that those people, they don't see your worth. um I feel like that don't make you what people think that. I feel like that don't make you. They don't. Let me get my words together. I feel like you are not what people think you are. Basically, is what I'm trying to get out. You are not what people think you are. So whatever people speak on you, I feel like that don't mean that that's you. You know, somebody could be a Aries, a Pisces, a Cancer, Scorpio here as well. So yeah, ooh, I told you it's crazy. Because I ain't get any cards that signifies like, people turning on you, not believing in you, and things like that. But the Three of Cups came in reverse. So I feel like people that you have a lot of love for, respect, these could have been like old friends or ex-friends. You could have still had some of these people in your energy. A lot of people these people could like overindulge in things, very toxic. They could have rejected you, or you felt rejected in some way, or you felt like these people was disloyal, or these friends was disloyal. So yeah, I feel like you don't need to see yourself through their eyes. I feel like these people want you to see yourself in that way, because they know that you will beat yourself up, you wouldn't get things done. You just will believe a narrative that they trying to push on you, and that's not what it is. I feel like these people project a lot, if you want me to be honest. So I feel as though, so you could have some people that's like trying to like team up against you in some way, or a group of people who you used to deal with, used to talk to, come up against you with the Three of Cups in reverse, because it's three people. So you could have like up to three people, maybe more, that's like, putting together some type of like hate train or some shit like that, or trying to, because that shit ain't working. But I feel like you don't care. I feel like they're trying to get you to care, but it's just not working. Somebody could be in like law enforcement here as well. But yeah, it's spirit wants you to, as long as you think things through all perspective when it comes to a situation, regardless of the energy that these people are throwing you. For example, I don't like to be called a victim, especially, going through like my healing journey. The victim card is just not what it is. So I look at things in like the situations, even though the people who betrayed me, which could have broke up the connection, I still look at where I did wrong, what I could have did, where I could have made better choices when it came to the situation or the relationship, because it could have caused somebody to do this, and it could have, because I was still in the situation, I didn't take myself out. So it's kind of like I try to look at things through all perspectives. So I feel like that's what you should take in this week. Look at things through all perspectives, and doing that, I don't feel like such a victim, because I seen where I was wrong in a lot of situations. So it's kind of like you can't really point fingers, because it's everybody's fault. You feel me? So it's kind of like some betrayals could have been worse than others, but again, I feel like they're gonna have to deal with God and themselves. Just how you have to sit with yourself and reevaluate what the fuck you did. People have to do the same. If not, then they're gonna continue to carry things in the next relationship, the next friendship. They're just not gonna get it right. So yeah. I feel like spirit wants you to continue to be cautious around these people. If you have to be around these people, especially if it's like coworkers or something like that, I feel like just do what you got to do. And I don't feel like that's a situation that you got to be in for long. So I feel like you're supposed to be working on something, so continue to work on whatever that is, so that you can get out of a situation that you only supposed to be at for a good time, not a long time. So yeah, and don't let your emotions get in the way this week as well, here. So that's what I got for you guys. I hope that this resonate. If anybody from the past or any ex-friends from the past come back right now, it is not a good time to probably reconcile. I just wouldn't advise it. Probably in December maybe, but in November I just wouldn't do it. Somebody could definitely be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio here as well, in the Aries. So I see y'all in my next video, and if y'all are interested in the private readings, y'all can inbox me or text me. And I'll see y'all next one.